beautiful friends. Lynette here, and I garden here in Circleville, Ohio in a zone 6A, 6B. It is glorious today. The sky is so blue and the sun is out. It's about 55 degrees right now, so I'm probably going to have to lose this jacket here in a little bit. But what I wanted to do before I started a full day of gardening is what's in my bag. What's in my bag from last year? And you guys, I promise I didn't touch it. This is how it has been left from last year. So what I wanted to do was take everything out, clean everything off, and show you what's in my bag. What's in your bag? Let's just start with taking everything out. I'll put my tools in a pile. My spray bottle, I like to put water and alcohol in that. A pair of scissors, a knife, because sometimes you just need a knife. Some more pruners, bulb planter, some fertilizer. How many do you need? We got them. Some green wire, some more pruners, some wire I probably was saving. Oh, this is my, well, that's not good. I might have to fix that. Okay. I got a hair clip out here. Okay. Some more pruners. I do have one glove, some twine, more wire, a lid, who knows, pruners. I got some garden stakes, that's useful, some more twine, and some wire. And I think that's it. I have a nail. And then the rest of it is leaf and debris that I'm going to get rid of. Okay, I want to start off by putting some alcohol and water in my sprayer. I like to, if I'm pruning things, I like to at least spray my tool off in between each plant. And you want to do that because, you know, some plants can have a disease, and if you use your pruner then to cut the next plant, you're going to transfer that disease over. Now I bought a little Lysol wipe out, and oh gosh, is my sprayer not going to work? Yep, it is working. Okay, so we'll just spray some alcohol in here. And I wanted to kind of go through my pruners and see. There was a couple pair last year that really drove me nuts. That we can lock them. Oh, some more leaves down in here. I think I am going to put this bag back down in here just to kind of help hold it up. And we can just start cleaning our pruners. I think this was the pair that I didn't love. I'm not ready to get rid of it, so we'll just throw it in there. You know how you find a pair of pruners that are your favorite. And I just urged and got a pair of Falcos this year. And I will admit, they are my favorite. These can probably go. We're going to get rid of those. But these are my Falcos that I just got this year. I really don't need to clean them up too much. But put those back here. I'm just going to throw some of these down in the bottom of this bag because if I don't have stuff in the bag, then it wants to like tip over. So I like this bag because it has, you know, a lot of little pockets for things to go down in. I'm going to try to fix it because I like to carry this around with me. So gotta figure out how I can fix that. So I'll save that for a later date. I always need wire, so I'm just gonna throw this down in one of these side pockets. Make that my wire pocket. And then I just throw my alcohol down in there. Throw my glove. And then I'll make a twine pocket. And so I'm sort of organized, you guys. A little better than I was before. Okay, so the first job we're going to tackle today is my Boxwood circle hedge. These are winter gem boxwoods, and I could not be happier with these boxwoods. They stay green during the winter for me. So I have a white phantom hydrangea standard. Standard means it's a tree. And then flanked inside the circle, I have Russian sage and pink perfusion salvia. And for the spring, I have a mix of tulips and daffodils. I also have alliums in here, so it's going to be really pretty here. Okay, so for the tools that I'm going to use today, I have my garden bag. I did run in and get me some water because it's starting to get a little hot. I have my Felcos. I have my battery operated Ryobi trimmers, a leaf blower, and a rake. I think that'll do it. Okay, I'm going to start with pruning back my hydrangea tree. It's a panicle hydrangea, so we can really cut this back pretty hard. I'm a little worried about a lot of my hydrangeas because last year I got spider mites and aphid damage, and some of them, I think this one's going to be okay, but I might cut this one back pretty hard to get rid of some of the, you know, dead stuff. I'm really not going to go real detailed on how I prune a hydrangea, but the main thing you want to do is you want to get rid of what I call the 4 Ds, which is dead, diseased, damaged, and dangly. So like what I call dangly is this little tiny piece right there, that one. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go through really fast and get rid of all the dangly ones. Okay, so I got rid of all the dangly looking things. Now I'm just going to go through and see which ones are dead. Like if you just can clip them off like that, you know, it's probably dead. That one's probably dead. And I'm not seeing any diseased. And the other thing I'm going to look for is like crossing branches, because that's how you get damage. And I don't see any damage, but I do see a crossing branch. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it, I believe. Ugh, I hate doing that, but see how this one right here is crossing over? We're just going to come in, maybe. Ooh. And clip that one off. Okay. And there's another little dangly one. So we got the dead, diseased, dangly, and I'm not seeing any damaged ones. So we'll just start pruning. Like I said, I'm going to take this back quite a lot. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go on each. See how this is kind of a V? That's kind of what you want on your hydrangeas. So I'm going to go back to where I feel a swollen bud, and I'm just going to start cutting. And I'm going to cut way back. I'm going to make this V kind of short because I feel like this tree was a little, last year was a little droopy, and I feel like it could really benefit from a nice pruning. So we're going to just go, here's your V. This is your old stem from last year. We're going to clip those like that. This one's kind of crossing there, but I think I'm going to keep it because I think I need it. Go back though. So you get the gist. So at the V, cut back to your swollen. You can see a swollen node coming, and cut that back. I'll finish this up real fast. Okay, so I want to get up really close and show you, what I was talking about, like the V. So right here is your V, and then there's your little swollen node there. So you just want to cut right above that node. I have been watching, her name is Lori, and she is the Polished Gardener, and she has had some really good pruning videos. So if you have a chance, go over there and check her out. Again, it's the Polished Gardener. Okay, for my Russian sage, it's going to be really easy, but I do want to just show you guys what I do in between. I just sort of give it a spray. Sometimes I'll wipe it on my pants to dry it off. But Russian sage, we're just going to take it down to about, I don't know, maybe 9 inches. And I'm not really going to be too particular with Russian sage. It usually comes back just fine. I wanted to get really close on this, but if you can see right here at the base, that's the new little pieces of sweet greenery we're looking for. So I'm just going to, cut it just a little bit above that. And while I'm down here, I'll just trim up a little bit of the old Pink Profusion salvia. You can see all the new green stuff coming up. Here's another one here. Okay, so now I want to trim up my Boxwoods. This is about I say their 4th year in the garden. And last year was the first year I really groomed them up really tight. And so I think I want to go kind of tight again with them this year to give them that really nice, kind of formal. We're a Ryobi family. I think in the beginning it was because, Ryobi's a little less expensive. And now we're kind of stuck because we have all the batteries for Ryobi. So we just keep on going. They work great for us. And I just want to show you how easy. You just pop your battery in here and you hold in and pull. And it makes it just really simple and easy. Okay, so I really kind of got in there, and I don't know if you guys can see, but did a pretty tight cut on them. And don't be afraid to prune. If you have an established boxwood, don't be afraid to prune it back, because in my experience, a good prune kind of gets it stimulated and helps it grow even more. I'm gonna move my tarp around and keep on going. All right, guys, I think that's gonna do it for me today. I'm gonna keep working in the garden, but I think that's all I'm gonna film for the day. And it was so funny. I kept thinking of Edward Scissorhands when I was trimming these up. It's really like an art form. These ones in the front here, they're growing a little slower than the ones in the back. The ones in the back are taller, or they're up on a hill or something. So I had to go a little less on these and a little harder on those to make it look, you know, real nice and smooth straight across. So you guys go find something to prune today and go find your passion today. Thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. If you like it, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Thank you.